What's up, guys? I got some Destiny gameplay here in the background as I tell you guys another life story. And this story goes way back. It goes way back in the olden days. Like when all those cowboys and Indians were running around. Yeah, that far back. I'm just kidding. It actually goes back like maybe 8 years ago. I was maybe 10, 12, 11, somewhere in between there. And this is a time about my first fight. I'm not really the fighting type, and I've only ever been into like 2 fights my entire life. I'm 18 years old, and my entire life I've only been in 2 fights. And they weren't even like hand thrown around fist fights. They were just like me kicking someone or punching someone in the face. But this was a time about my first fight. So this goes back when I lived in an apartment complex. And in this apartment complex, I had about like 3 friends, and 2 of the friends I had were brothers, and me and them would like always just go skateboarding around all the time. And then the one other friend, he was a larger kid, and he didn't really go outside that much. He was one of those kids that would stay inside on a nice sunny day and just play video games all day. And that's how we became friends, because I still played video games, but I still went outside more. But on top of going outside, I still played video games. But one day, me and him got together, and we decided to do a little trade. He was going to trade some of his games and movies for some of my games and movies. And that was alright, so we did the trade. And after that, we didn't talk for like a couple days after that. And then out of nowhere, this guy comes to my door, and he's like, "Hey, I want to trade my games back." And then I was just like, "What? Why?" And then he said something like he was bored of the other games and he missed his other games, something completely random. So I just told him that I didn't have the games at the moment. Of course I was lying because I'm not a freaking Indian trader. I would rather lie over Indian trading. Just kidding. But about a day later, I was outside skateboarding with my other friends. No one was at the house. And then I'm about a yard away from my apartment until I see this kid walking up to my apartment. And then I'm like, what the hell? What is he doing? And then I just book it straight to my apartment. And then as I got to my apartment, I seen him walking out with a handful of games and movies, and I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And he was just like, "I want my games back. I need my games back, man." And then I just let him walk away. So a day after that, I seen him hanging out behind my apartment. And that day I was, again, skateboarding with my friends. And by then, I had already told my other friends about what had happened. So when they seen me see him, they were like, "Oh, dude, do something about it. Do something about it, man." So of course, I got inspired to go over there and do something about it. So he's standing over by this tree, and then I go walking over to him. I'm like, "Hey, can I have my games back?" And then he was like, No, I don't have them." So then it goes on, and then we're just arguing, and then I come to my breaking point. I'm just furious at this moment. And then my other friends are on the side going like, do something. But I took a couple steps forward, and then all of a sudden this guy trips over this little sewer drain. He's just like laying on the ground, rolling around. He's like, "Dude, stop." And then I just walk over to him and I kick him right in the face. Right in the jaw, right in the side of the face. And then all of a sudden one of these office worker ladies are on the sidewalk and they're like, hey. And she comes running over to us, and then she like separates us and all that good stuff. So a little bit after that, the lady takes him away as he's crying, and then I walk inside, and then the brothers leave, and the day's just over by then. And then we didn't really talk much after that. But now we actually have a class together, which is surprisingly not very awkward because we actually talk and we're actually like quite good friends now after not talking since that last incident. Pretty awkward to think about it whenever I'm around him, but no worries. But that was my first fight. Hand-to-hand combat martial arts Chuck Norris shit. Well, anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys like hearing my stories, hit those like and subscribe buttons. And if you guys have any questions, throw it down in the comments, or you guys can hit me up on Twitter at TheAcidMango. And like always, stay safe out there. Peace out.